pump it up. I got all suckers 100 miles and running.
Like to give a shout out to the DOC.
Y'all can't complain.
That was their mentality, sensationalism.
Sister D, always in the middle of controversy right here on Pump It Up.
In Los Angeles, Dee Barnes, host of the Fox TV rap show Pump It Up, is filing a civil suit against Dr. Dre of the hardcore rap group NWA. Barnes seeks damages over $10 million and claims that last January at an LA club, Dre assaulted her, grabbing her hair, slamming her face and body into a wall, and kicking her in the ribs. Barnes' attorneys say that Dre was apparently upset that one of Barnes' producers inserted her interview with ex-NWA member Ice Cube into a Pump It Up show last winter featuring NWA. The group and Ice Cube have become mortal enemies since he left NWA 2 years ago. NWA's independent publicist, Norman Winter, says, quote, "I know Dr. Dre as a gentle soul, the loving father of a baby boy. I can't imagine him treating any lady in anything but a gentlemanly fashion." No comment from NWA's record label, but here's what NWA themselves had to say about the incident back in March.
That's what she get. I hope she get it again. She got beat down. The host of that show did something and she know what she did and got beat down, and I hope it happened again. See you around, buddy boy.
What was that, Ren?
Huh?
What did she do that would...
What did she do?
What did she do that created the situation that made it that bad?
Try to make us look stupid. Tried to play us.
Is that national TV?
Tried to play us.
On national TV.
Tried to play us in front of millions of people. It's not over yet.
Dee Barnes' lawyers say they're obtaining a restraining order against Dre, who they claim has continued to threaten Barnes, and that their civil suit charges him with assault and battery, inflicting emotional distress, and defamation. In another rap-in...
You know, the apology was for the journalists. So I was like, okay. So basically, it was brought up, but then it's going to always be brought up because it's put on a record. It's in a song. It's in Guilty Conscience. And I'm glad that he issued that apology. I think it's great. I'm only speaking for me. I can't speak for the other women. But I think it's great. I think it's good that he did that because it's a change, it's a shift in what he put out there before.
Do you think Dr. Dre would have apologized if you hadn't written the pieces in Gawker, if Michelle A. and hadn't spoken out about the violence that she experienced as his partner? Do you think?
I don't think any abuser would apologize. I mean, well, there's a process they go through. There's a remorseful, regret thing when it happens, but then it goes right back into the same old pattern. You know what I mean? Do I think he would have issued that apology had we not written him? I can't really say. I know that the issue is going to follow him until he addresses it, and it's finally been addressed. And I'm not saying that it's the end of it as far as, it will never be brought up to him again because, for example, like I said, I'm in a song where he's making fun of the domestic violence. He's making fun of the assault. But I think him taking an initial step and saying, I apologize to the women I've hurt is a big step. And it's something that needed to be done, for the sense of community. Because he's no longer a boy in the hood. You know what I mean? He's a man with a worldwide brand. So he has to have some type of accountability and take his social responsibility and say, hey, that's not a good thing to do. That's not, that's not a joke. Domestic violence is not a joke. And, he's a husband, he's a father, he has daughters. I'm not saying that he's a completely changed man. I don't know. I haven't talked to him, but I know that there has to be some type of change that he made in order for him to bring him to this point now. So whether his back was up against the wall where he had to say something, doesn't matter. He said something because he still could have took the attitude of like, no, I'm not going to apologize. No, I'm not going to say anything.
As Dr. Dre or DJ Yella or Ice Cube or MC Ren, any of them ever apologize to you in any way for their role in what happened, directly or indirectly, the comments made?
No.
None of them. Do you want an apology from any of them, directly, ever?
Doesn't matter now. What's done is done.
Hi, you guys. So I just wanted to come and touch on a story I was reading today online. And so they were marking today as the day that the incident between Dr. Dre and Dee Barnes happened in a bathroom. So I tried to play small clips of the situation. Ice Cube went on the show, and what they ended up putting, well, they both went on the show, NWA and then Ice Cube. It was rumored that Ice Cube had left the group, so she was kind of breaking that they actually broke up, right? Now, mind you, there was not a lot of media at that time for hip-hop. She was probably putting pretty much it, and then you had the segments of MTV. Now, if something happened news-wise, of course, they would talk about it. And so that's why you see them talking about the attack on MTV News. But for the most part, her show and maybe a couple other things. I'm not trying to remember if the box was out at that time or not. But the box, they didn't have like a host, but they would play the music videos, and you can kind of request the video that you wanted to see. But so she had this TV show called Pump It Up, where she was interviewing hip-hop artists for the most part. And I guess what happened, NWA had already filmed the interview, and then the producers, as you can hear, decided to drop Ice Cube's interview in the middle of their interview, or along with their interview. And so I guess the rest of the members of NWA felt a way. You know, they should have known that this lady was not making this decision for herself, number one. Right, I think we all get that. There's producers, directors, other people who make the decisions about how the show is going to flow, not necessarily the host. She may have some input, but they're not making that decision, those decisions totally by themselves. And I think everyone should understand that. But anyway, so he saw her at an event, and she said it was an album release party. I'm not sure if I played that part, but he saw her at an album release party for, I guess, a couple of Eazy-E's artists, and so he attacked her in the bathroom. Now, why people felt the need to mark that today, I don't know. So if you guys do know, let me know in the comments, because I'm trying to understand, what are we marking? Are we going to have a bigger discussion about violence in music? Are we going to have a bigger discussion about domestic violence and violence in the music industry and sports and entertainment in general? Why bring this up if we're not really going to address anything? What's the purpose? Or maybe people are just trying to take shots at Dr. Dre. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about why people are bringing this up, because it didn't, and then you're bringing up trauma to this lady, right? Dee Barnes, you're bringing up trauma to her that why should she have to relive this? And I feel like if you're trying to say you're honoring her in some way, then we can honor her for real. Like, you guys, people should mark the date that Pump It Up went on air, right? Why mark the date that she was attacked by Dre? Because most people back then knew who she was without needing to the Dr. Dre ad in, okay? So anyway, let me know what you guys think about this story in the comments. Do you think that today should have been more of a day where we touch on, well, not me, but people in the music industry, touch on the fact that people go into this industry with trauma already, right? And there should be some way for that to get addressed. You should care if your artist is out here beating the crap out of women or R-wording girls and other artists. And, I think that people should have concern for these issues and they should address them. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think the person, I think it was Wrap It Up that posted this, do you think they were posting this to try to bring awareness, or do you think they were posting it for some other reason? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.
Here, NWA. Hey, what's up, you guys? Come here. What's up? Everybody knows this is Eazy-E. Dr. Dre. Everybody got grub. I'm hungry. Why don't y'all kick it to the video? I'm gonna get some food. Kick it to a video, for real.
Big Daddy Games video, cause I can do it right. I'll pump it up. No.